is we start with a very small core group and then we build around that. When we start with the Asian Investigative Journalism Conference, my first call is to our next guest, Ms. Sheila Coronel of Manila and more lately New York City. Sheila is the co-founder of the Philippine Center for Investigative Journalism, which really showed for the first time that you could take a model that had been developed in the West and use it in a developing country and do extraordinary things. You could bring down the President of the Republic if you put your mind to it. Sheila is now the academic dean at the Columbia Journalism School, where she's doing the same thing for investigative journalism, higher education, that she did for nonprofit media. So I'm so pleased to introduce our host, who will in turn introduce our keynote. Yes, Sheila, that's your cue. Come on out, and we'll take our lead for the night.
Thank you. Can I please ask everyone to give a round of applause to Dave Kaplan? Good evening, everyone. I have the pleasure of introducing our keynote speaker. So let me start by saying that there are many things that describe all of us here. We're all passionate, committed, driven, serious, even outraged. But sorry to say, funny isn't usually one of our traits. But funny is the first word that comes to mind when you think of Zulkiflee Anwar Ulhaque, better known as Zunar. For sure, he's also passionate, committed, driven, serious, and outraged. But he communicates and engages and makes his points through cartoons. Zunar has been doing this for over 20 years. The tagline of his website, and I urge you to visit it, Zunar, Z-U-N-A-R, .my, is to fight through cartoon. This just about sums up what Zunar is all about. He skewers his targets with humor, but what's happened to him is anything but funny. But as you'll hear, it looks like Zunar may be having the last laugh. Because he has fought through cartoons, Zunar has been arrested and banned from leaving Malaysia. His office has been raided, his books have been banned, his art destroyed and confiscated by local authorities. Zunar's name became well known in the late 1990s when he got involved in the Reformasi or democracy movement that exploded after the sacking of the then Deputy Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim on trumped-up charges of sodomy. It was then that his political cartoons started to get traction, and he began to produce books and comic strips in the hot political issues of the day. Zunar did that, and in the process, he's landed in jail about 5 times. In 2010, he was arrested just hours before the launching of his book, Cartoonophobia, and jailed for 1 day. He was charged under the Sedition Act, which carries a maximum imprisonment of 3 years. In addition, his cartoons and books, including One Funny Malaysia, a collection of the work he published on the independent website Malaysia TV, were banned. The Home Ministry prohibited them from being sold in public. One Funny Malaysia is a play on 1MDB. That's the sovereign wealth fund that's alleged to have paid tens of millions of dollars in bribes to the then Prime Minister Najib Razak. 1MDB is the biggest scandal in Malaysia's history, with billions, not millions, billions of dollars allegedly embezzled and lavishly spent around the globe on luxury condominiums, a private yacht, Hollywood films, and extravagant shopping sprees. The U.S. Department of Justice says $4.5 billion was misappropriated by 1MDB by its high-level officials and their associates between 2009 and 2015. This is one of the largest ever corruption scandals in the world. Remember, Malaysia is a small country. Maybe Brazil comes close in comparison, but Brazil is 10 times bigger than Malaysia is. In 2015, Zunar was arrested again at his home in Kuala Lumpur and detained for 3 days without charge. He was later charged with sedition in relation to 9 political images he had posted online, with a potential penalty of up to 43 years in prison. He was also banned from leaving the country. He only learned that when he was about to leave for Singapore to attend a forum. Zunar is famous worldwide for being the cartoonist who took on a kleptocrat. His cartoons often mock Razak and his luxury-loving wife, Rosma Mansour, who puts Imelda Marcos to shame. I am from the Philippines, and I grew up during the reign of Ferdinand and Imelda Marcos. So trust me, I know what extravagant excesses of power are all about. If Imelda loved shoes, Rasma loved bags. Birkin bags, which can sell up to $300,000 each. She was also famous for her ostentatious jewelry. In May, last May, the wheels of political fortune finally turned against Razak and his wife. He lost the election and is currently facing corruption investigations all around the world. When authorities swooped down on his residence, they seized, I love these numbers, 400 necklaces, 567 handbags, 423 watches, 2,200 rings, 1,600 brooches, and 14 tiaras. It was the biggest seizure in Malaysian history, with the market value of the goods estimated to be between 223 and 275 million. And that was just what were in his house. Speaking of turns in political fortune, last July, a Malaysian court dropped the sedition charges against Zunar. He's now allowed to travel, that's why he's here. Today, the former Prime Minister and his wife are the ones banned from leaving the country. And although they are both out on bail, it looks like they may soon be in jail for some time. As Zunar says, so funny you can say we are trading places. So funny indeed, Zunar has been vindicated. As he told a gathering of cartoonists in California last month, the best protest is laughter. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor and pleasure to present our keynote speaker, Zunar, the cartoonist who helped put the kleptocrat where he belongs, the bar of justice.
Thank you, Sheila. Thank you, everyone. And thank you, GIJN, for inviting me to speak tonight. Sorry I destroy your logo with K-pop and Gangnam Style. Also the globe over there has become a football. This is the dangerous of inviting cartoonists to any event. I can speak confidently in front of the police, but I'm a bit nervous to speak in front of journalists. Your police maybe got pistol gun, but journalists, they have more dangerous weapons. Pen, keyboards, and cameras, and recorders are more dangerous. Italian poet and philosopher Dante Alighieri made a clear point in his play Inferno. He said, the hottest places in hell are reserved for those who, in the period of moral crisis, maintain their neutrality. He said that 800 years ago. So it is very, very important for us to have a stand. She cannot be silent, cannot be neutral. I give a simple example. There are so many people now want to be neutral, don't want they want to take care about what happened in our country. If I stand at the bus stop, there's beside me a lady with a bag, Birkin bag. And then after that, come a snatcher and snatch the bag in front of you. When you say, I'm neutral, I'm not this side, I'm not that side. What that mean? That means you are helping the snatcher to go and snatch again. So this is the same thing happen if you have the same stand in your country. So by being neutral, not doing anything, means that you are giving more mandate to the crook and dictator to rule you more. So this is very, very dangerous. And for me, the corruption in Malaysia, as mentioned, is very big. That's why I need to make a stand. You see, the corruption in Malaysia is like this. Last time, it was under table. And then developed to above table. At one point, including the table. That is how big. That is how big the corruption is. It's beyond word. It is beyond word. That is why for us it's very, very important for me to make my stand clear. I give emphasis on stand. Yeah? You see, when I draw, I do cartoon. I have so this is another corruption in Malaysia. Yeah, this is again the corruption, and of course the wife is someone who already that mentioned earlier, and this is how I draw her. She loves handbag, she loves diamond, and she loves money. So then it's become her. And when I draw in my studio, I have a glass like this. This is the glass where I put my pen on it before and after drawing. So I call this pen stand. So my philosophy in cartooning is, how can I be neutral even my pen has a stand? So what can we do actually when we are facing all these corrupt, all these dictators, all this regime? We have to do something and do our own level. Do what we know best. I'm a cartoonist, I draw cartoon. You're a journalist, you write. There are some singers, you can sing a song. Music, play music. If you don't know what to do, you have a dog. A dog can go and buy corrupt. So no problem. That's a big contribution already. It doesn't matter. There's no big contribution. Everything, the important thing is you need to do. You need to fight. As a cartoonist, I do my own way as a cartoonist. And because of that, then the government banned my books. It's all banned. Banned again. This is Sapu Man. It's not Superman. Sapu means steel. In our language, Sapu means steel. So Sapu man of steel. It's also banned. And the government said because the content of this book are detrimental to public order and can influence the public to revolt against the government. So in Malaysia, if you want to do revolution, I advise you, don't buy Karl Smart books. Go and buy Zunar's cartoons book, then you can take a revolution. That's what the government tried to say. Then, after the ban, then I was arrested several times. This picture was taken by my lawyers when the police are playing with handbook, with Facebook. You know, they play Facebook and they got a little chance to take this picture. And also arrested again. And arrested again. So many pictures of arresting. But then after that, I keep drawing the cartoon. I told, in one of the investigation, I told the police, look, you can ban my book, you can ban my cartoon, but you cannot ban my mind. And I said to them, I will keep drawing until the last drop of my ink. So you want to stop me? You have to stop ink supply coming to KL. In Malaysia, then you can stop me. Then this is travel ban. Yeah, the travel ban. This is an immigration. After my exhibition in Geneva, which was officiated by the late Kofi Annan. So the government is very angry about that. Then after that, I got another ban. It's a travel ban. My office raided several times and they confiscated my cartoon, my books, thousands been confiscated by the police. Then I said, okay, I have to do it my own way. You see, in the book, when they also printed the police also raided 3 printers and give them a warning that their whole business license will be revoked if they print Zunar's book in the future. Finally, nobody dared to print my book because you need to put the name of the printer like this on the second page of the book. If I put the printer's name, nobody want to do it because next day police will come. So I have to find an alternative to print my book. So what I do is, this one. It's printed by all black. And I put a note to the police. If you want to know who the printer is, please enter scratch and win contest. Use a coin and you get the printer's name. And then, but I have to fight this. And this police, Chief of Police Malaysia, in one arrest, he told me, or he made a Twitter posting to instruct his men to arrest me via Twitter. And 3 hours after that, 8 policemen came to my house at night and arrested me and put me in jail for 3 days. After I came out, I made a statement to him. His name is Khalid. Look, Khalid, you use Twitter. Let me fight Twitter versus Twitter. Let me fight. I said, from now on, that was in February 2015, I will draw you every day in my cartoon holding a phone with tweet. Yeah, you can see this. This is not him, but a small one. This is him. Tweet every day. I don't know other subject, but he will be there. Tweet. You see all the tweet. And tweet. Other subject. Until one day, 2 years after that, he got very angry. In one press conference, he told the reporters, now, The government used 6 laws against me. I still cannot remember the sedition, travel ban, multimedia law, printing, penal code, and detrimental to parliamentary democracy. That's what the cartoonist. And then they also, then I'm facing like 43 years. Okay. So, but when you have this, when you have all this trouble, what should we do? Are we continue or not? 2 years back, before the travel ban, I was in London. I was interviewed by The Guardian. This is what I said. And the reporter said, now you are facing jail. Why you still want to go back to your country? Why don't you stay here? Seek asylum anytime this government can give you. I said, no, I want to fight. I said, by fighting only we got a chance. If I fight, I said, I got 2 chances. Whether I'm the one who finally spent time in jail, or the Prime Minister of Malaysia is the one who's going to spend time in jail. And he's facing charges now, and it looks like he's going to go to jail. So this is important, so we need to keep fighting. This is our duty. This is our duty as a journalist, as a cartoonist, to expose corruption. Because for me, talent is not a gift. Talent is a responsibility. That's why it's very important for us to use our talent for the benefit of the people. And people ask you, do you have fear? Yes, I have fear. Do you have fear? You people all have fear. We are human. But when it comes to question, which one is bigger? Fear or responsibility? Responsibility is bigger than fear. This is a job of, this is all jail-friendly job. You should know that. And how many of you been go to jail? No, not yet. You will be regret in your life if you go to jail. So we need to keep fighting. This is freedom of expression is our fundamental right. And no government will give it to you. You need to fight. And we need to fight until the end. Fight and keep fighting. The struggle is really just, the struggle is like an endless marathon. It's endless marathon. You cannot see where it's going to end. But the winner in that endless marathon is the one who keep themselves in the track and move forward. You are the winner. Yeah. As a cartoonist, I say I do my own way. I will say for me. You cannot beat them, laugh at them. No dictator in the world can stand if you keep laughing at them. Just laugh. Until one day they are introduce anti-laughter law. They will introduce it. Everybody want to laugh, need to get a permit, a license from the police. You have to fill up a form. Where you want to laugh next month? Where's the place? Who are you going to laugh at? The opposition or the government? What type of laughter? After that, we have to make that. We have to fight like this. So this is very, very important for us to use our skill to make sure to use our own way to fight with corruption. So I'm really, really pleased to be here and to share this experience with you, and I hope that it's benefit you all the way I do, my own way as a cartoonist. Thank you. I'm a fan of Manchester United. No, one charge. So they said prepare 5,000 ringgit. 5,000 ringgit is about 1,500 USD. But 10 hours before they actually charged me, the police came back and told me, now you got 9 charges. Please prepare 45,000 by tomorrow. So unless you don't get the money, you go straight to jail. So I don't know what to do. I post up on the internet, tell my own Malaysian I need money, and this is my account, bank account. And tomorrow morning I wake up, then I got enough money to pay my bill. So this is the thing. This is, you know, and you are not alone. You already that got support from the people that give you strength to continue.
Why do you think people support you? I mean, is it one of our problems as investigative journalists is we write these long pieces that sometimes do not resonate with people, and we find it very hard to engage our audiences in ways that are effective. How do you do it?
I'm not drawing political cartoon. You know, the one I show, you see many cartoonists do political cartoon. This means that cartoonists talk about what politician issues from other politician, from politician angle, the policy. I think if you do like that, people say, okay, politician, so we are the politician, the people in the street. So I changed from political cartoon to cartoon for the people. This means that from perspective of the people, it's the corruption from the perspective of the people. That's why I drag people in, including the big people. And I drag people in, and after that I remove the copyright of my cartoon. I said, no, go ahead, use it. Use it. This is, I said, talent is not a gift, talent is a responsibility. This is my responsibility. This is your cartoon. So please share, go ahead, don't go ask permission from me. So because this is the thing. So that is why I think people start to get more access to my cartoon, and then I think that's why I got a big support.
And was this support that really got you into jail? I mean, was it, of course you were ridiculing power, but was it because your cartoons resonated with people?
I think the government will act depends on the pressure they got from the public. When the government banned my book, the official ground is detrimental to public order. But according to the one who said in the meeting, after the government changed, he told me after that, after he said that he was in the meeting. Actually, the reason why the government banned my book is because the government's worried that this cartoon can change teenager perspective of Malaysian society. Teenager perspective. So this means that if teenager can understand this cartoon and start to be political, this is very dangerous for the government. So I think that is the reason why. It's not about the one who already have a political mind. They're not so worried according to this person. They worry about youngsters who really come and go. They say this is dangerous, this is too much, and they start to fight. I think that's the reason.
So cartoons around the world have always ridiculed power, but sometimes this is the reason why cartoonists like you face charges. But sometimes, the famous example of Charlie Hebdo cartoons, sometimes these cartoons are also offend religious or other sensibilities. What is your own opinion about, is there a line beyond which cartoonists should not cross?
Yeah, I think not so much about the lines. There are so many people discuss about line and boundaries. I think it's not right for cartoonists to use that barometer. After the Charlie Hebdo, I think 2 months after that, I was invited to speak in the United Nations in Geneva. Because I'm a Muslim, I'm a cartoonist. So they want to see what is Muslim cartoonist is already. So I said, okay, like it's very simple. It's very simple and make it very clear that as a Muslim, I am not happy. That's the content of the cartoon. Charlie Hebdo cartoon. As a Muslim, I'm not happy. But they have a right to draw. Just were killed. Nobody knows. In Europe also nobody knows. Only less than 500 speculation. But when you react like that, then it's become a big issue. The reaction is the problem. It's not about it. So the government has to say, you see, the government has to say, oh, cartoon. They say, this is cartoon. Then you are drawing cartoon. This is not me. I'm drawing the wife of the Prime Minister. She can say, oh, this is not me. So it's just people like that. But if you react, although they can think on that, then it's bigger.
So how does it feel to have the tables turned? Do you miss Najib and Rosma?
Yeah, I'm now having post-Rosma syndrome. Post-Rosma syndrome that you really don't know what to do. Because last time for me, in my mind, it's only Rosma. That is, I do all cartoon about every day. And I miss Rosma and I miss police law cartoon. There is no rest today. I feel that something not right here. But again, the table change, and as you mentioned earlier, last time I was on travel ban, and Rosma can travel. But now, I can travel, she is under travel ban. So the table change. But the important thing is, yeah, in Malaysia maybe people are happy the government changed finally. This is after 61 years. Then finally we experienced change. But it doesn't mean this change is going to be somewhat a permanent happiness. We're not sure yet. We are happy now in Malaysia is honeymoon period. Honeymoon period only everything is good. Husband and wife never fight during honeymoon. After honeymoon then we start to see the real issue. And we also don't know yet, because in Malaysia we don't have a very clear proper agenda of reform. We only want change. And as a cartoonist also, I think there are so many issues now of I did one cartoon that a big tree. People are chopping the tree. People are very happy because now they chop the tree down. They are happy, but down there is a very deep root of race and religious politics. Yeah. It's still deep rooted. So I think after Rosma, I need to concentrate a bit on changing mindset.
And how would you do that?
Yeah, I will. There are so many things that need to be changed. Like I said, race, religions, issue of public manners. So you need to change. Because for me, and the important thing is if we want the country to progress, that not only the government job, that the people also need to gather and play their part to rebuild the country.
So let's end with, what would you say to our colleagues here right now who are suffering under very repressive or autocratic regimes? And, as you said, the fight is long. What is your advice to them?
Yeah, I didn't have a long advice for me. Just keep fighting and take it positive and try to turn it into positive way. Yeah, always you can't. If you go to jail and you say this is the end for it, yes, you're finished. But if you go to jail with, you try to be positive. You find it a charge, you try to be positive. And what type of positiveness is up to you. But try to be positive. Yeah. I'm lucky at cartoonist, I try to cartoon that things. In fact, there are like example people, the police inform me that they bark my phone. Yeah? Bark. Yeah, they put bark and I said, oh, that's good. I tell him, that's good. Thank you very much. So every day I can say 4-letter word to the police. Okay, that is it. That's kind of thing. We make it positive. So, try to be positive on everything. So that can keep going. I mean, this is the thing. Every time I know you face a challenge, you face a risk, you face all the investigation, but try to be positive. That's important. And you think positive, you can win. Got it.
There's some people here who desperately want to ask questions. They are desperate, yes. Yes, those the most desperate ones, please come over and ask them.
Yes, okay. So, good. So I present Transparency International Mongolia, and I have reason to hope I would like to congratulate for your great braveness and responsibility. So, exactly 2 years ago in Malaysia, Transparency International held its annual meeting, and we were asking Malaysian government to act against corruption. Exactly 12 years ago, the Mongolian lady Ashkaria, who was killed in Malaysia, her killing was actually the opening after Malaysian corruption, and Egypt's link, not only one LBT, it's also linked with French submarine connection, and this really changed Malaysia's political, it also gives some good hope for Malaysian opposition. After 3 elections, Malaysian opposition wins the election, and Egypt is now behind the jail. So this shows that those people who fight Malaysian corruption, they win today. And this is the good, I think this is a great example for countries who's struggling, but who's got hope to defeat the corruption. So I have to congratulate Malaysia for this great success, and I think it will be a good example for all of us.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes. You spoke about how it was public support which helped you endure all the harassment you faced under the previous dispensation. You also said that you would now, your next challenge would be to attack the mindset. When you attack the mindset, people might see that as an attack on themselves. So are you afraid that you may, once you move on to your next challenge, you would actually lose support of the public? Same people who probably supported you against the previous dispensation may see this as an attack on themselves.
Whether I'm afraid to lose support, actually I don't really, that don't really come to my mind. For me, every time I draw, I don't really care what other people think. The important thing is what I need to do, what needs to be done. This is important, this is important. So, because for me, I believe that all that comes in our mind, not only as a cartoonist, not only as a cartoonist, also as a journalist, activist, everything. Our main enemy actually is self-censorship. That's what I believe. Lost up the second. Self-censorship. And what we think so much before we finally start to do something. We need to believe in ourselves. This need to be done. Doesn't matter what people say, but this is important to be done. We have to do it. Don't ever show your work to the lawyers before you publish it. They'll never get anything. They will say, no, cannot do this. So, about whether people support or not, this doesn't matter. We need to do it for the nation. We need to record this statement clearly to our work.
Thank you so much, Zunar. Round of applause for Zunar, the cartoonist,
When we start these conferences, we start with a very strong core of people. And the other person I immediately turn to is the former editor of the Asian Wall Street Journal, former editor of the South China Morning Post, who's now a VP at Reuters for operations. I'd like to introduce my friend and super colleague, Reg Chua, from Singapore originally, now also in New York City. Reg Chua. We have, the band's going to play again, but we have one little feature that we wanted to do with you, and I'm going to turn things over to you, sir.
Of course, it has the real advantage that being Sheila, it's a really easy, simple consultation. Anyway, this is a hard act to follow. But, so I just wanted to say, turning away from funny to slightly more serious, it's a really sad commentary on the world that we live in, that we have so many panels here about the harassment, hate, and violence that's directed towards journalists. 42 journalists were killed last year. A record 262 were in prison this year. And you surely have heard about two of them, Walon and Seoul, Reuters colleagues. They were working on an investigation of killings of 10 Rohingya men and boys in the village of Indin in Rakhine State. That story was a deeply reported, on-the-ground expose of the kind of campaign that has driven more than 700,000 Rohingya to flee to Bangladesh. It was published, that story, with their full support, after they'd been detained, arrested, and tried on official secrets charges. The government has not denied their account. Yet, after a trial where a key prosecution witness testified that he'd been ordered to set them up, they were convicted and sentenced to 7 years in jail, where they still are now. So Walon and Choseo, despite the toll on them personally, Walon has a young baby girl. He's never met her yet. She was born when he was in jail. Have called at every trial hearing and every opportunity for a need for free press and a need for independent journalism. So despite all their personal travails, they stood by us. And I think we need to stand with them. The call for their freedom and the freedom of journalists everywhere face a similar plight. So I'll ask you all to stand and ask for your support as we issue a statement in the name of GI Data at this conference. Thank you. We have a number of Myanmar journalists here. I'd like to call them up on the stage to join us. I want to just recognize there's a table of Reuters journalists over here too, so make yourself known, make some noise. There's a poster at every table that has a free Walon and Choseo thing. We're going to be taking a whole bunch of pictures, so that'd be great. And I want to call on Yongjin, Gunda, Stephen, Malu, Maria to bring up and manage the entire unfurling exercise of our big banner. And Sheila, you can come up and read the statement that we're going to have.
Journalists from Myanmar, please come to the stage in solidarity.
Okay, Gunda, lead the way.
People at your tables, please pick up the posters. This is our photo op. We want to let the world know that we stand together, not only for Walon and Kelso, but for imprisoned journalists everywhere.
You're reading a statement, Sheila.
Where's our banner?
They are doing it. This is like they rehearsed this for hours.
Once at 6 o'clock.
How many editors of how many scene editors in the pocket and probably the reading the statement.
This is a statement. You can hear me even if you don't see me. Given the increased and alarming levels of harassment, persecution, violence, and imprisonment directed at investigative journalists and their colleagues worldwide, given the widespread impunity among those who employ these measures, and given the importance of investigative journalism in exposing corruption and masking organized crime, revealing abuse of power, and its value in holding power to account, strengthening civil society, and supporting democracy, be it resolved that the attendees of the 3rd Asian Investigative Journalism Conference, representing over 40 countries, demand that governments, multilateral agencies, and authorities worldwide commit to protecting the press, freeing those held arbitrarily, and ending impunity for those who attack journalists. Be it further resolved that we call upon the government of Myanmar and Aung San Suu Kyi to immediately and unconditionally release Walon and Chow Soo-oh, both unjustly convicted and jailed simply for doing their crime of exemplary reporting on a matter of great public interest.
Can we get a round of applause?